Alright, lectures 401 and 402. Welcome. And really quick, I am missing the name of this video, but either way, we're going to jump into talking about aliens and the Earth's natal chart really quick. So 4.543 billion BCE. Let's just say if you want to continue watching this, you need the ability to think at a planetary scale and the comfort with deep time. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, because I upload every day and I talk about astrology every day and I love it. So, the patient is the planet. Wizards. For the past 3 modules, my other videos, you've learned to cast charts for individuals, for couples, for cities, and even for beings on exoplanets. You've expanded your consciousness to include quantum wave functions, multidimensional topology, and non-human intelligences. Now we can turn to the largest client you'll ever encounter in your astrological practice, which is Earth herself. So not the people on Earth, not the nations, the ecosystems, the atmosphere, but the planet, the living, breathing, conscious entity that has supported life for over 4 billion years. It will continue long after humanity is gone. In previous lectures, I taught you that every conscious being develops astrology. If Earth is conscious, and the evidence suggests she is, then she has a chart, and that chart is the meta-context for every human chart ever cast. Your personal chart exists inside Earth's chart, and your transits are nested within her transits. Your destiny is a subplot of her story, and today you will learn to read that story. Let's talk about the problem of Earth's birth. When was Earth even born? Well, the obvious answer is 4.543 billion years ago, when the protoplanetary disk coalesced into a distinct body. But in astrological terms, that's not a birth, it's a gestation. A baby is not born at conception, it's born when it emerges from the womb and takes its first independent breath. Now, Earth's conception was the accretion of dust and rock into a planetary embryo, but Earth's birth, the moment it became a distinct entity with its own identity, came later. We propose that Earth's natal moment was the Theia impact. Approximately 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized protoplanet named Theia collided with the proto-Earth. The impact was catastrophic, so violent that both bodies were vaporized and reformed. Debris from the collision coalesced into the moon, and here's what this event produced. Well, it gave Earth its final mass and composition. It created the moon, which stabilizes Earth's axial tilt. It set Earth's rotation rate. It differentiated Earth's core, creating the magnetic field, and it gave Earth its 23.5 degrees axial tilt, creating seasons. And before the impact, there was a proto-Earth, a generic rocky world. After the impact, there was Earth, the unique planet we know. The Theia impact was Earth's first breath. And really quick, this can even get into, like, if I don't know who is watching, and if you guys believe in this. Oh wow, that's embarrassing. How do I erase? Hang on a second. I don't even know where the eraser is. I'm assuming it's just whatever. Oh, I guess here. Okay. That's pretty embarrassing. The Big Bang Theory. So let's reconstruct Theia's chart. So in order to do this, we must know the positions of the planets at the moment of the Theia impact. And it's not as impossible as it sounds, believe it or not, if you actually try. So here's the evidence base. Isotopic ratios in lunar rocks, returned by Apollo and Chang'e missions, tell us the timing of the impact within approximately 10 million years. Computer models of solar system formation give us probabilistic distributions of planetary positions. Resonance patterns in the current solar system preserve echoes of early configurations. The NICE model, named from the French city, not the adjective, reconstructs the early migration of the outer planets. In using these data, we have produced a probabilistic reconstruction of the solar system at the moment of impact. Here's the approximate positions, sidereal zodiac, which is just Vedic astrology. So Sun at 15 degrees Taurus, Moon, Proto-Earth's pre-impact satellite, not our current moon, destroyed in impact. Its remnants form part of Earth-Moon system. Mercury, 22 degrees Aries, Venus, 8 degrees Gemini, Mars, 3 degrees Cancer, Jupiter, 17 degrees Sagittarius, Saturn, 11 degrees Capricorn, Uranus, 29 degrees Sagittarius, Neptune, 4 degrees Scorpio, Pluto, if it existed as a full planet then, 6 degrees Libra, the galactic center at 27 degrees Sagittarius, essentially the same as today since galactic motion is negligible on this time scale. Earth's natal chart, the first reading. So let's interpret this chart as if Earth was our client. Sun in Taurus, 15 degrees, house unknown, house system's meaningless for a planet. Sun is in Taurus. The Earth's core identity is stable, nurturing, resource-rich, sensual, stubborn. And Taurus is a sign of matter, a physicality of the body. Earth's Sun in Taurus means her fundamental nature is to be embodied. She's not a spirit floating in space. She's matter, dense and real. And this is why Earth produces life, because her core identity is to manifest, to materialize, to bring form into being. Let's talk about the destroyed moon. So the absence of a moon in Earth's natal chart is significant. Earth's original moon was destroyed in the Theia impact. This means Earth's emotional nature, her instinctive, receptive, nurturing side, was traumatically severed at birth. The new moon, our current moon, was created from the debris. It is not Earth's original emotional body, but a reconstructed one, formed from the remnants of both Earth and Theia. And this is why Earth's relationship with the moon is so complex. The moon stabilizes her, but it also reminds her of her trauma of birth. Every full moon is a memory of the impact. Let's talk about Mercury in Aries at 22 degrees. Earth's mind, her information processing capacity, is in Aries, impulsive, pioneering, direct. And Earth does not ponder, Earth acts. When she decides to change, she changes. Through volcanoes, earthquakes, plate tectonics, her communication is immediate and forceful. Venus in Gemini, 8 degrees. Earth's values, what she loves, what she finds beautiful. In Gemini, diverse, communicative, varied. Earth loves diversity. She produces millions of species, countless ecosystems, endless variety, her beauties, and her multiplicity. The fact that no two places are exactly alike. Mars in Cancer, 3 degrees. Earth's action, her will, her drive is in Cancer. Protective, nurturing, defensive. Earth acts to protect. She shields her life with magnetic fields, ozone layers, atmospheric insulation. When threatened by asteroid impacts, solar flares, she reacts with fierce protectiveness. Jupiter in Sagittarius, 17 degrees. Earth's expansion, her growth, her wisdom is in Sagittarius, exploratory, philosophical, reaching. Earth expands through life. Life explores every niche, adapts to every environment, pushes every boundary. Jupiter in Sagittarius is Earth's drive to fill every possible ecological space. Saturn in Capricorn, 11 degrees. Earth's structure, boundaries, or limits is in Capricorn, disciplined, organized, hierarchical. Earth is exquisitely structured. Plate tectonics, rock cycles, ocean currents, atmospheric circulation all operate according to strict rules. Saturn in its own sign gives Earth immense structural integrity. Let's talk about Uranus in Sagittarius at 29 degrees, conjuncting Jupiter. Earth's innovation, her revolutionary impulse, is conjunct Jupiter in Sagittarius. Sudden expansions, unexpected growth. So throughout Earth's history, life has experienced sudden explosions of diversity. The Cambrian explosion and sudden collapses, mass extinctions. Uranus conjunct Jupiter gives Earth a pattern of rapid, unpredictable change. Neptune in Scorpio, 4 degrees. Earth's transcendence, dreams, illusions in Scorpio, intense, transformative, secret. Earth's dreams of transformation. Her deepest processes, the churning mantle, the hidden oceans, the mysterious depths, are places of intense secret change. Neptune in Scorpio gives Earth a mystical relationship with death and rebirth. Pluto in Libra, 6 degrees, so Earth's transformation, her power, destruction. In Libra, balanced, relational, just. Earth destroys with a strange fairness. Mass extinctions wipe out species indiscriminately. Asteroids don't choose their targets. Pluto in Libra gives Earth a karmic quality. Actions have consequences, but they are applied evenly. Let's talk about Earth's first aspects, the birth configuration. So the aspects in Earth's natal chart reveal the fundamental dynamics that have shaped planetary history. For example, Jupiter conjunct Uranus, 17 degrees, and 29 degrees Sagittarius, 12 degrees of an orb, but applying in a slow-moving outer planet context. This conjunction of expansion and revolution is Earth's most powerful aspect. It has triggered every major explosion of life. the Cambrian explosion when most animal phyla appeared, the colonization of land, the diversification of mammals after the dinosaurs, and the rise of human consciousness. Every 14,000 years or so, when Jupiter and Uranus align in transit, Earth experiences a surge of evolutionary creativity. Saturn in Capricorn trine Mars in Cancer, 11 degrees Capricorn to 3 degrees Cancer. It's 8 degrees of an orb. So structure, Saturn, supports protective action, Mars. Earth's systems are designed to defend life. The magnetic field, the ozone layer, the climate regulation systems all work together to create a safe haven. This trine is why Earth has remained habitable for 4 billion years despite massive disruptions. The structure is strong enough to absorb shocks. Neptune in Scorpio, sextile Pluto in Libra, 4 degrees Scorpio to 6 degrees Libra, 2 degrees of an orb. Transcendence, which is Neptune, and transformation, which is Pluto, work together harmoniously. Earth's deepest processes of death and rebirth are infused with meaning. Mass extinctions are not just destruction, they are creative destruction, clearing space for new life. And Venus in Gemini squaring Mars in Cancer, 8 degrees Gemini to 3 degrees Cancer, 5 degrees of an orb. Earth's love of diversity, Venus, squares her protective action, Mars. This creates tension between exploration and safety. Life wants to explore new niches, but doing so risks extinction. This squares the engine of evolution, the constant push-pull between innovation and stability. Let's talk about Earth's major transits. The geological horoscope. Just as humans experience transits, Earth experiences them. These transits are geological and evolutionary events. Of course, we need to mention Pluto and the Pluto transits, which are approximately 248 years per sign. So when Pluto transits a sign, that domain of Earth's being is transformed. For example, Pluto in Cancer, circa 1914 through 1939, there is transformation of protective structures. The period saw 2 world wars. Humanity's protective systems, alliances, treaties, international law were destroyed and rebuilt. Pluto in Leo, circa 1939 through 1957, transformation of creative expression, the post-war boom, the rise of television, the space race, humanity's creativity exploded. Pluto in Virgo, circa 1957 through 1971, transformation of service and health, the Green Revolution, the rise of public health systems, the beginning of environmental awareness. Pluto in Libra, circa 1971 through 1984, transformation of relationships and justice, civil rights movements, women's liberation, environmental law. And Pluto in Scorpio, circa 1984 through 2008, transformation of power and sexuality, AIDS, HIV crises, the rise of the internet, Scorpio's hidden networks, financial deregulation. Pluto in Sagittarius, circa 2008 through 2024, there's a transformation of truth and belief, the collapse of trust in institutions, the rise of conspiracy theories, the questioning of fundamental narratives. And Pluto in Aquarius, which is going on until 2044, transformation of networks and collectives, the restructuring of global systems, the rise of AI, and the potential for global consciousness. Let's observe Saturn returns, which are essentially every 29.5 years for humans. Saturn's return to its natal position, 11 degrees Capricorn, marks major restructuring events. So the last Saturn return for Earth, circa 1988 through 1990, the end of the Cold War, the restructuring of global politics, and the next Saturn return, circa 2047 through 2049, a major restructuring of Earth's systems. What will it be? Climate adaptation, global governance, contact with NHIs, who knows? Let's talk about the great conjunctions. Jupiter and Saturn conjoin every 20 years, and these conjunctions mark shifts in the balance between expansion and structure. We talk about the 2000 conjunction, which is in Taurus, material expansion, .com boom and bust. Of course, there's a 2020 conjunction in Aquarius, network expansion, pandemic, remote everything. And then 2040 conjunction in Libra, relationship expansion, potential for global peace or conflict. Okay. So Earth's current transits. Let's talk about just this year in general, 2026. We have Pluto in Aquarius until 2044. Essentially, Pluto is transforming Earth's networks. This isn't just about human technology, it's about Earth's own informational systems, planet's magnetic field, its atmospheric circulation, its ocean currents are all networks. Pluto in Aquarius is restructuring them. And so essentially this transit is coinciding with climate change, restructuring of atmospheric networks, mass extinction, restructuring of ecological networks, technological revolution, restructuring of human informational networks, potential NHI contact, restructuring of Earth's relationship to galactic networks. Now let's look at Neptune in Aries, which is going on until 2039. Neptune is dissolving Earth's boundaries. Aries rules identity, selfhood, and the individual. Neptune in Aries is dissolving the boundaries between Earth and what? Between Earth and space, atmospheric loss, between Earth and other worlds, meteoritic exchange, potential panspermia, between Earth and the galactic community, NHI contact. This transit may bring dissolution of Earth's isolation. We are no longer alone, and Earth herself feels it. Let's observe Uranus in Gemini until 2033. Uranus is essentially revolutionizing Earth's communication because Gemini rules information, communication, local networks, and Uranus in Gemini is rewiring Earth's informational systems at every level. Human communication, AI, quantum internet, biological communication, plant networks, mycelial webs, planetary communication, atmospheric and oceanic information transfer. In Saturn in Aries until 2028. Saturn is structuring Earth's identity. Aries rules the self. Saturn in Aries is asking, who is Earth? What are her boundaries? What is her purpose? This transit coincides with the beginning of serious off-world settlement, moon bases, Mars missions, and Earth is defining herself in relation to her children who are leaving home. Let's observe the Earth-human relationship nested charts. The most important concept in this lecture is every human chart is nested within Earth's chart. So for example, your sun sign is a supposition of Earth's sun. Your moon is a supposition of Earth's moon. Your transits are subcycles of Earth's transits. And this creates a fractal relationship. Earth's Pluto and Aquarius transit affects every human, but it affects you differently depending on where Pluto falls in your personal natal chart. When Earth experiences a Saturn return, every human experiences it, but through the lens of their own Saturn placement. Let's talk about the 2026 conjunction. So this year, Earth's transiting Saturn in Aries will square Earth's natal Pluto in Libra. And this is a major Earth transit, a restructuring of Earth's identity. Saturn in Aries in relation to Earth's transformational patterns. Pluto in Libra. Every human with planets in Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn will feel this transit amplified. And those planets at 0 through 5 degrees of these signs will feel it most intensely. For example, myself, I have Sun at 809 Pisces, not directly aspected, Moon at 614 Libra, opposite the transit point, and Mars at 1407 Capricorn square to the transit possibly. So, Moon for me at 614 Libra, well, Earth's natal Pluto is at 6 Libra, Earth's transiting Saturn in Aries squares that point, so this means that my emotional body Moon is directly connected to Earth's transformational wound Pluto and Earth's current identity crises. Saturn transit, because literally I'm a detransitioner. Emotionally entangled with Earth's evolution, personal feelings about identity, boundaries, and transformation are not just personal, they're planetary. Alright, let's look at this practically. Reading for Earth. How the hell do you read for Earth as a client? Well, we established the baseline. We know Earth's natal chart now. We know the current transits, and this is your foundation. Identify the active transit. So which planets are currently aspecting Earth's natal placements? Pluto in Aquarius is aspecting nothing directly since Earth has no planets in Aquarius natally, but it's squaring Earth's Taurus sun by sign. Aquarius squares Taurus. It's a major transit. Earth's identity, which is Sun in Taurus, is being challenged by transformation of networks. Pluto in Aquarius. Next, we consider the house system. For Earth, houses are geographic. The first house is the prime meridian at the moment of the Theia impact, specific longitude. We've calculated this as approximately 30 degrees east through Eastern Africa, the Middle East, Eastern Europe, and this means the following. The first house cusp is 30 degrees east, Earth's ascendant. Second house, 60 degrees east, Central Asia. Third house, 90 degrees east, Southeast Asia. Fourth house, 120 degrees east, Australia, Pacific. Fifth house, 150 degrees east, Pacific. Sixth house, 180 degrees, international dateline. Seventh house, 30 degrees west, Atlantic, South America. Eighth house, 60 degrees west, South America. Ninth house, 90 degrees west, North America. 10th house 120 degrees west, Western North America. 11th house 150 degrees west, Pacific. And the 12th house is 180 degrees west, Pacific, overlapping the 6th. So when a planet transits, its influence is strongest at the longitude corresponding to the house it's transiting. Next, we synthesize, combining the transit, the natal placement, and the geographic house to understand where and how Earth is being affected. Next, the karmic implication, Earth's lessons. On a generational and global scale, what is Earth learning, and what is her evolutionary purpose? While her chart suggests several karmic themes, being the integration of the destroyed moon, Earth's original emotional body was destroyed at birth. She spent 4.5 billion years learning to feel through a reconstructed moon, our current moon, and this is why her relationship with the moon is so complex. The moon stabilizes her, but it's also a reminder of trauma. Balance of exploration and safety, Venus squared Mars, creates constant tension between diversity and protection. Earth's lesson is to support life's exploration while maintaining enough stability to prevent extinction. We have creative destruction, all right, meaning Neptune sextile Pluto gives Earth a graceful relationship with death. She understands that destruction is necessary for creation, and her lesson is to apply this wisdom to herself, to allow parts of herself to die so that new life can emerge. And integration of the human experiment. So humans are a recent addition to Earth's system. We are, in effect, a new organ, a consciousness organ. Earth is learning to integrate us, our wars, our pollution, our technological explosions. These are Earth's symptoms as she tries to incorporate a new, unruly part of herself. Next, we look at the 2026 moment. So Earth is in the middle of this integration. We know Pluto's in Aquarius. It's restructuring our networks, including the human network. Saturn in Aries is defining our boundaries, including the boundary between Earth and space. Neptune in Aries is dissolving isolation, including the isolation from other worlds. And we're not just living through history, we are living through Earth's therapy. Let's look at some questions. Does Earth have a free will? Well, define free will. Earth makes choices. She chooses how to respond to perturbations, whether to maintain or change her systems, but her choices are constrained by her nature just as yours are, and she has the freedom to be herself. Can we influence Earth's chart? Yes, through the noosphere, which we'll discuss in the next lecture. Collective human consciousness modifies Earth's responses to transits. We are not just passengers, we are co-creators. So what about other planets? Do they have charts too? Yes, every planet has a natal moment, its own Theia impact, its own formation event. Mars has a chart, Venus has a chart, the gas giants have charts, and their charts interact with Earth through synastry, which we will cover in the next lecture, following lectures. For our next assignment regarding this topic, we would memorize Earth's natal chart, at least the major placements, identify a current event like climate disaster, political shift, technological breakthrough, and interpret it as an Earth transit, and write a 500-word analysis of how this event reflects Earth's natal chart and current transits. Okie dokie. Next, I would like to go over the noosphere and collective consciousness as planetary aspect.